You may remember that earlier this year, a fanatical far-left pressure group called Think Progress tried to get sponsors to boycott the O'Reilly factor. That effort failed dismally. Now Glenn Beck is under fire from another crazy group founded by a guy who's working inside the Obama administration. And here now is Glenn Beck, the author of the big bestseller, Common Sense.
10 weeks, #1.
It is amazing, Beck, that people actually want to read what you have to say. It is just
it is incredible.
Now, I think they think it's Tom Paine.
Yeah,
Common Sense.
I think it is a mistake.
And then you're
Most
just
of the sales.
You're presenting Tom.
Yes,
I think that's how we struck it up.
What it is.
All right, now look, you got far-left loons all over the place in this country, and they want to hurt you, and they want to hurt me.
Yeah.
Okay, because they don't really believe in freedom of speech, the far-left loons. They want to hear what they want, and if you oppose them, they hate you. Enter a guy named Van Jones, who is now a special advisor to the Obama administration for quote-unquote green jobs. And you believe this guy has targeted you?
Well, I don't know if he's targeted me or not. I don't really care if he's targeted me. I've been telling the truth about this guy for quite some time.
And who is this guy?
This guy is our new green job czar.
Right.
And he is a self-proclaimed communist revolutionary.
Wow.
Named his 4-year-old son after a Marxist guerrilla out of Africa. He is a guy that was one of the founding members of a group called Storm in San Francisco. Radical. Believes Mao Zedong was a great guy. Wants an overthrow of the American system. Okay? He is now in the White House as a special advisor.
But I don't think he has an office in the White House. He's just on the payroll somewhere. I don't think he's... Does he have an office there?
Here's what you have to understand. The group that he's now a part of, called the Apollo Alliance, which, by the way, the guy who runs the Apollo Alliance here in New York is the other co-founder of the Weather Underground, Bill Ayer's partner.
Oh my God!
They wrote the stimulus bill.
All right.
And this according to Harry Reid.
Here is the White House's biography of Mr. Jones. Quote, Jones is the founder of Green for All, an organization focused on creating green jobs in impoverished areas. That's a good thing. He is also the co-founder of the Ella Baker Center for Human Rights and was the author of the 2008 New York Times bestseller, The Green Collar Economy.
They left out the 2 arrests for the Rodney King
demonstrations.
They left out the fact that he started, I believe it was called Cop Watch, which was instrumental in the movement of Free Mumia. These are some of the words that he has also said. Indian-killing Teddy Roosevelt set the enduring pattern for most conservationist radical politics. Let's preserve the land we stole. How about this one? If the mostly white global warming activists would join forces with people of color, the United States can avoid both an eco-apocalypse and an eco-apartheid and achieve eco-equity.
Wow, that's pretty confusing. Now, is it possible that Mr. Jones has converted into being a sane
I asked the White House. We asked the White House, because I've been on him now for 3 months.
Right, and he doesn't like you.
Oh, no.
And his friends are trying to hurt you.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
But is it possible that he may be a responsible environmentalist and put all the radicalism in the past?
I asked the White House, did you know of his past? Now, remember, we're talking about maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you know that he is a self-proclaimed communist radical revolutionary that has done all of these things? Their response was, he's only focused on one very narrow...
Green jobs.
Green jobs.
Right. Now, should we hold it against him?
My follow-up question was, what kind of jobs does a communist create?
Green jobs.
Green.
Red jobs.
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But communists want everybody to work. They're for the workers.
Yeah, they are for the workers.
So maybe that's...
what a coincidence. So do the unions, who helped also write all of these bills.
Do you want them to fire this guy, Van Jones?
No, I would
see, this guy reminds me of Reverend Wright.
This
guy reminds me of Reverend Wright.
Sure.
He's an anti-American guy, we think. And they don't. The Obama administration doesn't seem to have a problem with that.
This is a pattern. This isn't about Barack Obama. This isn't about me, certainly. And it's not really even about Van Jones. Van Jones is just one of the most glaring people. Also exposed this week on the TV show at 5. Who is it? It's Holdren. Holdren said, nowhere in the Constitution... Holdren is the new science czar.
Science czar?
Yeah, okay.
And what did he say?
He said that nowhere in the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence can you find the right to have any number of children. So in other words, you have a right to procreate, but nowhere can you find the right that says you can have 4 kids. If the government wants to say you only get 2.
Well, that's what they do in China.
Yeah, we're not China.
Well, maybe he was an exchange student. Did you check that?
No, I didn't.
You got to check that.
Today, I exposed the FCC diversity czar, or advisor, or whatever they're called.
Right.
This guy gave a speech, and we played the video of him giving the speech about how the important revolution with Hugo Chavez in Venezuela almost was thwarted because of enemies of Hugo Chavez here in the United States that tried to help put radio ads.
So this guy likes this
He
Hugo.
Likes Hugo
and who
Chavez.
Is he again?
He is now our FCC diversity czar, who now wants to take organizations'
He wants to take you off the air.
Exactly right.
Okay, and he should. You shouldn't be on the air.
Well, that's for a different reason.
I've been saying that for weeks that Beck should be taken off the air. All right.